Hi, welcome to Auntie Net's Crochet. Today I'm going to make a simple dinner bag, just a small one, and I'm using polypropylene yarn today. You can actually use nylon yarn or you can also use cotton yarn. This time round I'm going to add a plastic canvas to make the bag firm. I'm going to crochet the bag onto the plastic. You can either sew it or crochet it. Then I'm going to add lining inside to cover up this plastic canvas. So today I'm going to use 3.5 mm hook for the crochet, and this 2 mm hook is to crochet the bag onto this plastic canvas. And today's bag, I'm doing it with bean stitch. Okay, for this bag, for this pattern, bean stitch, we have to do in a multiple of 4. So it depends on how long you want it to be, your bag. So you do it in multiple of 4 plus 3. So now we start by making a knot. So for my bag, I'm going to do 28 stitches. It's up to you how long you want it, so long it's in the multiple of 4. Okay, I've chained 28, and so now I add 3 for my double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then you count 4 chain from the hook. This does not count, so 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th one, oops, sorry, yarn over first. On the 4th one, we do a double crochet. So the front 3 chain 3 is considered our double crochet. So here we made a double crochet, so here we have 1 hole. So this space here, we're gonna make the bean stitch. You're gonna yarn over, put through inside this space, yarn over, pull, yarn over, do this 3 times. Once you have yarn over 3 times, pull through all. Once you pull through all, this is 1 bean stitch. After this, we're gonna do double crochet again, yarn over, but instead of doing to the next one, we skip one chain and go to the next one. We do a double crochet, yarn over, another double crochet in the next, okay, So now you have 2 double crochet here. The space between these 2 double crochet is the place where we're going to make the bean stitch. Yarn over, put in the space, yarn over, and do this 3 times. So now you have 2 beans here. So you're going to do the same. Yarn over, skip 1, do a double crochet, yarn over, another double crochet in the next, and continue until the end. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end here. Okay, I've come to the end here. I made 8 beans. I made 8 beans. This is the size of my bag. And the last part here, I'm going to do a double crochet onto the last chain. So this is how it looked like in the end and the starting. This one I'll hide it inside here later on. Okay, now we do a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3. Turn the work. And you see the bump here. There's 2 bumps here. This one does not count. You're gonna use this bump. Oops, sorry. Yarn over. We're gonna use this bump for our first bean, first double crochet. Okay, we do a double crochet, then we yarn over and do the bean stitch. 1, 2, 3, yarn over all, so you have 1 bean here. So now for the second bean, you yarn over, we put through onto the first double crochet. And you see there's a double crochet here between the 2 beans. There's a double crochet here. We go on top of that double crochet. This is 1 double crochet, and remember we need 2 double crochet to make 1 bean. So the second double crochet, yarn over, the second double crochet will be at the bump here. The bean here, there will be 2 bumps. Use the one here. This is your second double crochet. Once you have a second double crochet, you're going to have a space here. This is where you're going to do your next bean. So same thing. Yarn over and do this 3 times, and continue to build your bean until you get your desired length and width. Okay, I'll meet you at the end once I've reached my desired length and width. Okay, before I forget, let me show you at the end of row 2 how we're going to connect. How we're going to end row 2. Like this is my last bean. I'm going to do a double crochet. So where I'm going to connect, I'm going to connect it to the top chain 3 here just now. There's a chain 3 here. We go to the 3rd chain. There you see, it's going to be a straight line both sides. So don't worry, because at the end we're going to do single crochet all around to have some edge. And here, same thing, chain 3, turn your work and start building your bean stitch. Start building all the beans. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe to my channel. I'll be back once I reach my desired length. Okay, now I've reached the length that I want. Now I'm gonna do single crochet all around. Single crochet all around. And when you reach the corner, I'm gonna do 2 single crochet at each corner. Single crochet, single crochet. I'll meet you back once I'm finished going around. Okay, I have reached the length that I want, and I cut the plastic according to the length I want to. Here, either you use a needle to sew this part to the plastic, or we can crochet to the plastic. Okay, depending also what kind of buckle you're gonna use. Here, and you make sure which side you want to be the front or the back. Sometimes certain part is better to be the front. Okay, now I plan to leave a little bit from here that doesn't have any plastic. Maybe this part I'm gonna add my buckle, because if it's with the plastic, I think it could be a little bit too thick for my buckle. Well, it depends what kind of accessory you're gonna use as your buckle. Okay, now I'm gonna attach it to the plastic here. Okay, it depends on the hole here. If the hole is big enough, you can use back the same hook. If the hole is small, you use a smaller hook. But if you use a smaller hook, it's gonna be tedious. It's not that easy to yarn over and pull over. Okay, the first time round, I'm going to do this. The second one, I'm going to do a slip stitch. Just a slip stitch all the way. You're going to look like this. The back is going to look like this, and the front is going to be a slip stitch. And no worry if you can see this plastic, because later on we're going to seal it. You're going to seal the side here, you won't be able to see the plastic. And inside I'm going to put a lining. So before you start to put lining, you better consider what sort of buckle you're going to use and how you're going to hide the buckle. Either you're going to hide the buckle inside the lining, or you have those lovely buckles from the outside. So you better plan first before you sew everything intact. Okay, now I'm going to continue with my slip stitch here to seal the plastic, to connect the plastic to my bag. And I'll come back to you once I did it all around. Okay, I've attached the, I crochet the plastic onto my bag. That's how it looked like. So now I'm going to fold I'm gonna put a marker here. I'm gonna fold the back up to here like this, and here like this, so it's gonna look like this. So here you can actually add all sorts of buckle you want. So before you add the lining, it's best that you put the buckle, because buckle like this, you need to lock it here. You need to lock it here and then cover it up with the lining. So now I'm gonna adjust and see where should I put the buckle. Okay, it should be around here. Okay. So I'm gonna attach it here and go to the back here and seal it properly. And after that, I'm gonna add the lining. Sew the lining to the sides here and cover the whole thing. I'll get back to you once I attach the lining. Okay, I have fastened this buckle here. Fasten it tight, and I'm going to sew the lining, cover up the plastic and the buckle. So this part I have sewed. I'm going to sew this part here. I've sewed here. I sew using a normal needle and thread, and I make sure that the thread has the same color as my lining. And when you sew, because the thread is so thin, I actually sew onto this thing, but you can't really see because it's too thin. So actually when you sew it once here and you sew it once here. Pull this, and then once you pull it here, you sew it here. So once here, once here, once here, once here, and you will cover up the plastic there, and all you have is just this lining. And later, once it's done, this will be inside, and later we're gonna seal this part here, the sides. Okay, I've connected the buckle. I choose this buckle, and I have sewed the lining inside. This buckle, you need to screw it. There are 4 screws here. And for the sides, this is how I did for this side. It's just I simply crisscross it until it comes out like this. There is no fixed rule to this. I just want to cover the lining color. Maybe we should try on this side. Okay, I use the normal needle, the plastic needle. Just cut some yarn. It's best that before I start sewing, you make sure you lock it first so that you know exactly where you should connect. So here, you should connect it here to here. Once we have got the space, the place correct, you can actually unbutton it, unlock it, and start to sew here. I'm gonna leave a tail, because this tail, I'm gonna hide it inside. Later you can hide it in between the gap here, because here, you can hide it inside here. for the first round. I did this once here, once on the left, and once on the right. This one I'm gonna hide inside later on. You can pull as much as you want. Then I do it this way. Find one from this side. And one from this side. Okay, at first it will look like this. It's just cross. And later I'm gonna do a crisscross and another crisscross, and you will come up like this. Okay, as you can see, you can still see the lining color inside here, whereas this side, the crisscross really covers everything. So now we're going to do a crisscross. It's all like this now. So we're going to do a crisscross. So here, when you see this line, we're gonna cross here, meaning that I have to come here. Except when you pull, this string will turn. So you kind of turn it back, rotate it, so that it will not get stuck. You see there's a crisscross there. And you make another crisscross here. And you see how it's gonna go. You continue to crisscross up here, and you crisscross one more time. You will cover the pink color. You will cover the lining part. Okay, after you do 2 to 3 rows of crisscross, it's gonna look like this. There's no fixed rule as to how you're going to crisscross, whether it's 2 stitch gap or 3 stitch gap. Just simply crisscross. And later on, now the last part, I'm going to crisscross this way in the middle. Crisscross here in the middle. Crisscross here. So long it managed to hide. Can you see? It managed to hide the yarn. So this is how I get this. You just simply crisscross. So the last part is to crisscross in front here. Just see, it's no longer it is no longer left right. It's just in the middle here. Go through this this way or this way, so long you think that it comes out nice. It looks like a crisscross all over, and you will get this. There's no fixed rule. So this is how my dinner bag will look like. Hope you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.